Why would you lie to me? Why would you hide from me? You was my baby girl. I thought you would die for me. Got me wishing for better days. I know what you did yesterday. I caught you stealing my food, my chicken nuggets and my booze. Friday night, I go to the stove. I ask what you want, you always say no. I come back with snacks, I leave for some more. Eating my snacks, about to explode. Got me wishing for better days. I know what you did yesterday. I swear, girl, this the last time. That's what I said last time. Woke up from my nap time, cause it's snack time. Gotta get my tongue baptized. Order 2 cheeseburgers, soda, and a side of fries. Ask what you want, you say you ain't want nothing. I was like, that's fine. Later on, see my fries in your mouth, that's when my heart flatline. Stealing my food, ridiculous. I'm heartbroken, girl, I'm sick of this. When I ask what you want, you always say nothing just for the thrill of it. Thinking I should give you syphilis, just to show you how the pain feels. Really stole all my chicken nuggets, now I'm looking at you like this ain't real. I was thinking about breaking up with you tonight, cause you had the nerve to eat my chicken sandwich in my sight. You gon' get your karma, you gon' get your karma, you gon' get your karma, girl. Yeah, you gon' get your karma, you gon' get your karma. Let me pull out the llama, girl. Yeah. I really thought I could trust, damn. Really thought I could love, man. And you bite, I really put nothing above. For real, you a snake on the low though. Ate my cheeseburgers, drank my soda. Guess it's time for me to go, yo. Why would you lie to me? Why would you hide from me? You was my baby girl. I thought you would die for me. Got me wishing for better days. I know what you did yesterday. I caught you stealing my food, my chicken nuggets and my booze. Friday night, I go to the stove. I ask what you want, you always say no. I come back with snacks, I leave out the dough. Eating my snacks, about to explode. Got me wishing for better days. I know what you did yesterday. I swear, girl, this the last time. That's what I said last time.
Lonely.
Damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You know, a lot of y'all don't know I can sing for real. A lot of you know that was a Grammy award-winning performance, fam. You know they not gonna consider me for a Grammy though, because I told them, hey, I gotta let the other artists shine. You can't just be giving me all the awards. A lot of people don't know that. They called me up like, do you know we will nominate this for you right now? I was like, no. Let the other artists eat. I can't just be sweeping the Grammys. You feel me? Like no one else will win anything. And they're like, you're such a thoughtful, kind man. I was like, it's cool. Just hook me up with a ticket. Just, invite me. I'll show up. But it is what it is. We know our worth out here. We know our worth out here. Oh, yes. Yup, y'all love that Destiny. Y'all love that Destiny. Oh, yup. I should have known. Yeah. But hey, we could do the pick. We could do the pick a card version. I might even do a bonus one. We might do the first top 2. We'll see. Anyway, I don't like minor arcana cards. I'm gonna be completely honest. I just like majors. So we're gonna do the Demon Slayer deck. Maybe next month, I might do it with the full deck, get some minor influences. But I just like how pronounced just the majors are, So we're gonna do the same 2 we did last time. We're gonna look at your finances, right? In fact, I might even mix finance with career. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't look like career is gonna win anyway. Oh no, it is. Second. Oh, it's just kind of up there with Destiny. So, all right, never mind. We're definitely gonna do what quality of energy you are manifesting. In fact, we'll do that first, and then we can do
We'll do there we go. We'll do what is the key to unlock financial abundance. Honestly, the only key is to just decide and put in whatever work opens up. But let's see what, special message for you comes through that resonates with you that you could adopt, because there's what you pick and then there's just what message resonates for you. By the way, let's just make sure we're clear. I'm 30. I turned 34 years old in June. In 34 year, I didn't start reading tarot until like 2010, 2012, 2010, 2012, really. So in all my experience in doing this, the only people who have ever really had anything against tarot, or people who don't like tarot, have zero experience actually reading tarot. And I'm not talking about these fake ex tarot readers that, oh, I used to read it. And then I'm not talking, no. They have no real experience reading tarot. Okay. If they do, yeah, they may have given people readings on the surface, you know what I'm saying? But like they've never really gone beneath the surface. Case in point, if I were to pull the chariot card and ask what zodiac sign does this represent, or if I were to say what the five of wands represents, maybe they might know, maybe they might not. But I just kind of want to establish I've never met anyone who has a respect or understanding of the history of tarot, how it functions, what it actually is, say anything negative about tarot, say anything like pseudo intellectual, like, oh, it opens up portals that can allow demons to come through. Like, there are people out there who really believe this. All right. First of all, the major arcana through the tarot is literally just the fool's journey. All you have it's something about things that are taboo or stereotyped, and people make up all sorts of stuff. And that's why it's very important to establish, do they really know what they're talking about, or have they heard stories from people? Okay. Do they dabble on the surface and then just ad lib the rest? It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. All right. Most people who actually don't like tarot can't give you a legit reading. That's like someone who says rap is crap, but they can't spit a fire 16 with the gun in their head to save their life. I wouldn't take it with a grain of salt. You feel me? This is just the fool's journey. That's it. All these themes here, from the fool to the world, is quite literally a cataloging. Hold on. It's quite literally, through symbols, a story of the fool's journey from the fool to the world. That's it. Some people see the devil card symbolism and start saying, oh, see, it's demonic. Forget it. Some people keep on trying to tie it back to fucking Masonic or Freemason stuff. That's cute. You know what I mean? If you've ever watched a movie, if you've ever watched a television show, writers incorporate through the symbolism of action and scenes the fool's journey. So anyone who tells you that tarot is evil will watch a movie that does the fool's journey, will watch a television show that uses the fool's journey. If I use a toothbrush to poke someone's eyes out, that doesn't make the toothbrush evil. All right. So this is just a tool that allows you to stir up your subconscious. Everything that I'm saying with these messages, it's not the cards telling you these messages. It's me. All right. That's the difference between someone who's a beginner or amateur in tarot, who just kind of, gives away their power to the cards, versus someone who knows that this is their tool. A lot of who you're dealing with are people with no agency, no real power or strength. They don't have any real conviction. The only thing in their bag is to just feel extremely emotionally about something and project it on you as if you should get it. Those are idiots. And it's not entirely their fault that they're stupid and ignorant. Just don't let someone project their goofy stupidity on you, because if someone actually knows what they're saying, they will back it up with solid logic. A lot of people's logic isn't sound. They get in their feelings, and then they want you to feel guilty about something that goes outside of their comfort zone or beliefs. Smack those people in the face with your aura. Don't let any dumb motherfucker try and tell you how to do what you're actually doing because it makes them feel uncomfortable. Okay, that's how you enable people to manipulate you, gaslight you, twist your arm. And we're not doing that in 2024. It's Pluto Aquarius. We're not doing that bullshit. And this is so very important. This period of time is a transit where Protestantism broke away from Catholicism. All right, that was 2 Pluto cycles ago. So that whole theme of some kind of dogma before happened last time with monarchy and democracy. Let people get stuck in that old tradition. Let people get stuck in that old world. You know, many people have been pacified and coddled to just believe bullshit. That doesn't have to be you. It's not. But don't let other people make you feel less than yourself because you do things that don't fit within their belief structure. Okay. And they're getting at you unsolicited. You didn't even ask. All right, like it's cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance makes weak people do the weakest stuff, and you don't have to let that affect you or get to you. Divination has not only been around, every human being naturally divines without even knowing. They're unconscious aspects of divination that if we were to tell you it's divination, you wouldn't even really think that it was. And that's because of a myth. The whole contemplate the fact that it is a myth that divination is even bad. The whole myth that divination is a bad thing was an invention from the Jewish religion, not Jewish people, from an interpretation of Jewish lore. That's it. People will quote Deuteronomy, people will quote Leviticus, but Yahweh, the worship of Yahweh and Baal started as a cult. All right, like if you really research this, I'm not trying to delegitimize the nature of the relationship, but it's important to look at the origin of this, because if you're being told that a group monopolizing truth has the authority over what the truth is, then it's very important to understand where this rhetoric came from. This rhetoric came from a book written years ago, and I'm not talking about the Bible, which is a series of books, a train of thought. That's it. The outside of that, there's nothing to suggest that the same people who are telling, and it's not even the Bible that says this, because there's divination in the Bible, there's astrology in the Bible. The 3 wise men, the translation was magoi, they were magi. Okay. Even Samuel rebuking King Saul for seeing a medium. The Bible makes it very clear these things actually work. There's never any context in the Bible that these things don't work. It's dogma, it's doctrine, it's different schools of thought that now bring in their opinion of, oh, we think you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this. And don't let an interpretation of a sentence in a book that people claim is inerrant guilt or shame you. We're done with that age. We're done with that age. By their fruit ye shall know them. So allow people to just proselytize and spit their pseudo-intellectual rhetoric, piss them off by continuing to be authentic, because that's all they're going to do. The difference between those who demonstrate the truth and don't have to argue with people, like I don't have to argue with people about if astrology is real or not. I will read your chart. I am very good at reading charts. And so if you want to lie to me that wasn't the best reading you ever had, that's between you and God. Okay, like I'll just demonstrate it. If it's cool or not, if not, that's it. We're not arguing 2024. We demonstrating truth. We demonstrating truth. That's it. We fulfilling the burden of proof. We demonstrating truth. That's it. That's it. Versus someone who doesn't have the intellect to actually demonstrate it. So they have to just project how they feel in an effort to manipulate you. That's a weakling. Only powerful people don't do that. Strong people don't do that. Weak people do that. Magical people don't do that. They'll change your perspective real quick. That's it. So if you use the Bible to say the Bible hasn't been manipulated, that is quite literally begging the question fallacy. I would know. I've committed this fallacy for like the first part of my life. So like all that Christian playbook, I used to do that. And there's sincerity in it. I'm not going to say in every case there. I've met Christians who demonstrate what Christianity is about, But you have a whole bunch of people who don't really get it. They have their concept and belief in God. Then there's what they're deluded and conditioned to believe, versus, authentic people who actually get the message and can look beyond the dogma. So it is what it is. And you can say that about basically any group. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want a card, click the description box below. I will be hooking it up. They're just going to be major arcanas. I got Cash App, I got PayPal, and I do have Hippacy. Preferably Cash App or PayPal, but it is what it is. So we're going to start with the first pick a card reading. Once again, don't entertain ignorance, right? Someone has the opportunity to study what it is they might not like that you do. If they don't have the discipline to do that and just project, don't waste your time on them. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Just practice what you preach. That's it. Just stay in integrity with what you do. All right. Which is the craziest part too. A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people don't know God. They don't worship God. They use their concept and philosophical rhetoric about God. That's what they believe. If God was in front of their face, they would be arguing with God about that's not in my philosophy. So a lot of people do not really worship God. And it's not like it's fully intentional. I'm sure they're well-meaning. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, the broad path. But yeah, it's something to keep in mind. First of all, God is a title. Jesus Christ is a title. So a lot of people believe in God, but they don't know God. What is the name of the God you even worship? Do you know? Imagine if I'm like, praise the king, bitch, king what? Like let's keep it a buck. And some of you have been revealed the name. And I'm not going to say like it's an official name. There's so many different languages, but you've been revealed the axiom in whatever ways were revealed to you. Some people know because they demonstrate it. So just keep that in mind. Like a lot of people don't, if you were to ask if you were to ask, do you believe in God? Who? What God? God flow, but we don't praise the same God though. There's power in the name. Why was the name of God removed from the Bible versus claims of, oh, it's too pure? Like, really think about that. Why is the power being taken away and you're given some like diluted, watered down concept? Really keep that in mind, because the path to connecting with God is not found in a book. It's not found through a pastor. It's not found through intellect. This is the spirit. Okay. And, you don't need to rely on some intellectual knowledge to connect with some a being that is beyond all of that. That doesn't mean you should be delusional and just believe anything. The spirit is logos. It's not the intellect from other people that will set you straight. It's the spirit that will set you straight. And then you start to know yourself. So just keep that in mind. Stop letting people police how it is you connect with God. Stop letting people basically lie to you to put you in their box of understanding so they feel comfortable. Be comfortable with making other people feel uncomfortable with your authenticity, with everything that you practice and preach. That's it. If they don't like it, tell them to suck your apple pie. You made it fresh. It is what it is. Okay. Anyway, to whom that may concern, now they know. We're going to start with the first reading. We're going to do 3 piles. No, we're going to do 4 piles. We're going to do full. Yeah, it looks like Destiny's going to win. I'm not even going to wait till it ends. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this manifested quality. And this manifested quality of energy is an extension of what powers you're unlocking. Right now, the moon is in Pisces. I'm just going to show you. The moon is in Pisces. The moon in Pisces is the completion of the 0-degree conjunction in Aries that we had. Oh, there we go. And yeah, This is bringing the effect of the energy we charged in Aqua. The 270-degree angle in Aqua was completion. And then the experience of this reward is what's happening, which I love. Saturn is going to bring a total understanding of everything you're worth and who belongs with you, the vibe of what you're worth. And Neptune is going to really facilitate this cycle of making your dreams come true. Okay. And it's not as simple as making your dreams come true. Once again, if we go back 3 weeks, you mathematically, yeah, some people don't like math. You mathematically activated this new cycle in Aries. We activated new power. We integrated it around here. We had the full moon cycle around here. And now we are completing power we've unlocked. And this is the first time since we've started this new cycle that you're coming into the divine final experience of not just everything you're worth. It's very important for you to understand the reason why everything's going to happen to you the way it is because you sowed seeds 3 weeks ago. And when you sow seeds, well, you got to harvest those seeds. And now that you've harvested what you've planted, now the 10th house helped you know this is everything it's worth. And these Pisces transit is helping you experience the nature of the quality of what it is you've harvested. Mind you, this is power converted to energy. So this first reading we're going to do is going to really kind of highlight, what did you get? What this is where you're experiencing the rewards. This is kind of how, like, I want you to be very excited about this, because with Saturn and Neptune here, there's a totality of a heightened nature of not only metaphysical understanding, but miracles. You're literally experiencing miracles based on the seeds you planted. So I want to make sure this isn't some astrology mumbo jumbo. This is all based off of everything you've done since Aries season. So when I say miracles, it will be a nightmare if you sowed seeds with no integrity. So if you made intentions to be a certain person and then the actions you took kind of went against that, that's what you're going to reap. Versus if you've been on point, you want to be very excited, because this is where you experience all of it. And then we get ready to activate new moon in Taurus. So what is the supernatural quality of energy you are manifesting? Elements of this transit will also click into gear. Instant manifestation protocol. Instant manifestation, speaking to what you imagine and it immediately happening, because now you're so aligned with who you are and what you're worth. A lot of the subconscious doubts that would come, they're gone. You're standing on what you're worth. And you'll find that when you do that, the universe is like, oh, they remember, give it to them. They know who they are now. Just like that. Go back to any time in your life that it's happened where it was just no wavering, just no shakingness in your confidence. And this is what this process has enabled you to do. All right. Once again, you can entertain critical voices that challenge these beliefs, but given that you have already tested them, I'm not saying you should just ignore people and be like, ah, la, 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 but the amount of time you waste with others who are not coming with substantial criticism is a reflection of how little you value yourself, because time is money. So like if you have the time to argue with people who clearly don't know what they're talking about, ask yourself if you're trying to compensate to be proven a certain way. Because once again, kings and queens do not suffer the opinion of sheep. The people at the top have people tweeting them all day. They don't respond to all of them. They're busy doing big things. I don't know what else to say. Whether the stuff is true or not, like you know that your attention or time is valuable. Be very mindful of where you spend it. Personally, I know that I'm getting ready to, with you guys, experience and fully manifest everything we've planted seeds for. So I'm not going to open space to entertain energy vampires and forces and influences that are projecting their jealousy, their negativity, their enmity, just to bring you down to their level. In fact, I'll take it a step further. I fuck with real angels. You're going to get clapped, and then no one will know why that happened to you. Okay, and I don't mean you. Speaking with you, like to them. All right. And that's just what it is. And you're going to start to notice these unseen experiences being made material, how a lot of things are not just coincidence, how you really do got it like that. Okay. But most importantly, now that you know your vibe, who vibes with you? Who belongs around you? This is a very community driven aspect. So the first card we're going to do is the quality and what you're gonna do with it. What's the outcome for it? What you gonna get through it? All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Tres leches. Oh, we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh yeah. Shh. Spirit just told me right now to who. And trust me, I hate when people say spirit, but I shouldn't hate it because it's the universal spirit that speaks to everyone. Spirit just told me right now, and now I could just say my spirit told me, but whatever. Spirit just told me right now, and to whom it may concern, they don't know that you know. That's all I'm gonna say. To whom it may concern, they don't know that you know. Someone looks like they're in for a rude awakening. Okay. And I think you're playing dumb too. Just make sure we're clear. There's certain people who are, and for some of you, I mean, I didn't want to embellish it, but I feel like I have to say this. Some of you are dealing with outright evil people. They know how to put the face on like they're playing victim or they're good, but like I see the vision of some of you dealing with people who are accosting you. You're not a victim. They're not like bullying you, but they're like antagonizing you. They're taking advantage of what they think you don't know in order to guilt, shame, manipulate, and the whole time they don't know that you know. So you're literally seeing through everything. Like imagine if like someone criticizes you for doing something bad that you're not even doing, but secretly they have an ulterior motive or something, or they're just wanting to, they don't know that you know all that. You know they had the conversation, all that. Okay. So it is what it is. And they're in for a rude awakening because obviously what they're trying to do isn't going to work. But I don't want to say too much. They don't know that you know. Whether that's a plural you, whether that's one person, it is what it is. I'm sure it's going to be unique and different for everyone, but I hope that resonates with you. So the underlying theme we have is the Tower. This is Mars. Mars is in Aries right now. So let me keep it a buck with you. I'm going to keep saying that saying for a while. This is going to hit instantly, especially by the time the moon goes into Aries. Moon in Pisces is going to have you experience it. It's considerably shifting your perspective about what you believe you're worth. So that once it's in Aries, now it's like you don't believe you're worth less than you were before you came into this experience and manifestation. Now it's like, oh, okay, I'm worth so much more. Now you're having to undo old beliefs. That's what the balsamic phase is, especially in Aries. But this is talking about right now, and the moon in Aries over the next 48 hours. This is like an unexpected lottery win. Instant awakening, enlightenment. So what the quality of this, some of you are going to instant, like I feel like some of you might be expecting a gradual awakening of abilities. Boom, just like that. Oh shit. Oh wow, I can do that. And yeah, it's been happening gradually, but that's what I'm getting with this Tower. For some of you, it's going to be a fucked up Tower moment that is a blessing in disguise. So to everyone on the outside, it's going to look like it's bad, but you're going to be the only one who's like, I've been waiting for this, like some shit like that. You feel me? So it is what it is. You literally just need to stay aligned with your value. And don't let external influences shake you, because you have just solidified this foundation. Let the persuaders, let the people who are all into persuasion, there are people who are in the truth and there are people who are in the persuasion. Many of you are realizing that certain people don't even talk to you. They'll talk at you, but they're performing to a crowd, right? Versus you talk to people, right? You're not trying to like say stuff to just look, right? Those are persuaders. It's not about what's true to them. It's about what they have to say to get people over on their side. Cosplayers, persuaders, verse. That's actually the war that's been happening crazy right now. If we're going to fundamentally like make this clear in all areas of life, you have a group of people who are cosplayers acting like something they're not. And then you have actual real people who do what they do. You're seeing the cosplayers go to war with the real people. That's it. That's it. I'm sorry. And all the people who've been cosplaying, they're getting exposed. That's it. That's it. All the people who really do this, they're getting exposed for being real at doing this. That's it. A cosplayer could be really good about what they're doing. They're still a cosplayer, though. They may have convinced themselves they're still a cosplayer. All right. So just being a cosplayer alone isn't a bad thing. But when you are a cosplayer trying to convince people that you're really like that, but you're not, all those people are getting exposed. If there's any facet in your life where you're cosplaying and lying to yourself, that's going to get exposed in you too. And just be honest with yourself. The people who are honest with themselves are going to pass. The people who just are stuck with pride and they're going to kill themselves. They're going to dig their own grave. All right. I wouldn't know anything about that. I ain't no cosplayer. So it is what it is. Boom. Yeah. And I don't think you're a cosplayer either, because you're here. All right. It is what it is. Hey, there's nothing wrong with cosplayers, by the way. I'll go to an anime con right now. I've never been to a cosplay in anime, so I want to go. Like sometimes it's cool to dress up, but I'm not about to dress. I'm not a fake astrologer. There are people cosplaying as astrologers saying, oh, this sign is in this, but they don't know shit about shit. They don't know about this shit. They haven't done the 10,000 hours. Y'all know I really do this. So it is what it is. And, I honor y'all here too, because no cosplayer is about to be here for no reason. You're here for a reason. So we're going to step into pile one. Okay. All right. If you picked pile one, what quality are you manifesting? What is a supernatural quality of energy that the power you unlocked is solidifying? Okay, so if you pick pile one, the quality is the Wheel of Fortune. This is like Kanye West saying that he's God and he's returned. This is Zeus. All right. One thing, like the reason why it's easy for me to look at Kanye and see what he's saying is I have been studying extensively Sun Jupiter archetypes for years. Like I've been watching documentaries, I've been watching a lot of things. And one thing I noticed is that the Sun conjunct Jupiter placements are wild as fuck. They're also lucky as fuck. Like they have it is a God construct. Like they are a god. Like he said Chris Brown was a god. Well, Chris Brown has a god construct. He has the moon on Pluto. That's the darker one. Yeah. Like the moon. Be careful about Moon Pluto Scorpio. Young Thug has it. Young Thug is also a Jupiter Sun Moon Pluto. So the thing with like Moon Pluto Scorpio is like Chris Brown, for example, he's gonna have like the Taurus side. Yeah, I don't know your name, but excuse me, it's gonna be the natural. And then there's the Pluto side. Bitch, I will murder you. Fuck with me again. And see, that's no longer them. That's Hades. That's Hades. Thug has the Leo side, like, I'll buy you a house. I'll do all that. I got you. Then the Scorpio, fucking snitch on me again. I'll shoot you. That's the god Hades. All right. You might mistaken that for the person. No, that's the God. All right. We're not going to just blame it on them. But if people understand God constructs, shit makes so much more sense. MVP, Quando Rondo. I hate to say Saucy Santana. I don't hate to say it. Kanye West, these are all Sun conjunct Jupiters. They're larger than life. This is one of the most powerful God constructs, next to Sun Kronos, the father of Jupiter, because it's the biggest planet in the solar system, and it also represents expansion. Everything Sun Jupiters do, everything they do takes them to the next level. All right, regardless of how well they can like integrate it. But if you picked pile one, what you're manifesting is more than just a Midas touch. This is outright evolution. All right. This is outright expansion. This is the coldest demon slayer in the whole show. I will always say it. So, the quality you're manifesting is one that is tapped into fortune and destiny. It's a quality that interprets the higher meaning of experiences around you and cuts through the past in order to level up anything. So it's like the nature of your energy. Whenever you walk into a room, you level it up. If you went to a party and there was just 4 people there, you walk in and now within 2 minutes, there's 50 people there. But what if you notice this phenomena in a way that is like replicable, in a way you can actually quantify, in a way that's very noticeable? You would walk around like you're larger than life, and that's because you are. So we have the Jupiter card here. This is also being at the right place at the right time. I like to see it as like a synchronicity wave. So you have this quality of energy that just by being around you, other people get blessed. I like to think that everyone's like that, but in your case, it expands towards a collective level of people. I mean, just by being in a country, and maybe there's an element of how it was not able to be quantified until now. All right. Thank you for the Cash App, by the way. I just got that. Much appreciated. Genesis, I got your PayPal. Thank you very much. Okay. Giselle, thank you. I got your Hipsy. So once again, for those of you who want a card, click the description box below and I got you. PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. So that's beautiful. I don't necessarily want to sugarcoat this. We got the Tower card and you got the Wheel of Fortune. So if there was anyone who's going to unexpectedly win the lottery or whatnot, it doesn't have to be pile one, but try your luck and open your mind towards what victory is, because some people give too much precedence to the material. You can literally just decide, I'm going to win big, go buy a lottery ticket, right? And you meet somebody on your way out after buying the lottery, right? You play the lottery later, you lose, but the person who you met now introduced you to an opportunity that's almost as much money as you won. So you see how it's not you winning the lottery, it's your intention that put you at the right place at the right time. And I feel like if people really tap into that outside of some pop psychology cycle garble, they will be directly tapping into their power. If you open up your mind to the infinite possibilities of how one can gain success, you're not going to close your roads because the way you thought it was supposed to happen is what happened, especially if you know you always win. Okay. So just be mindful of that. If you've decided that's what it is, that's what it is. And the whole process of manifestation is persisting in that assumption because the power is within you. You may have been conditioned to believe that it's external. No, only weak people believe that, all right, with external locuses of control. So the outcome we have is the moon. This evolution, I feel, is going to enable y'all to live life the way you want to live it, outside of traditional and social expectation. With this quality that's evolving, psychic skills and abilities that may have been very unconscious to you, with now enhanced physical senses, you'll start to notice the correlation. You'll start to actually be able to have fun with creatively. And I really like this moon card here. It's uncovering layers and depth of layers and nuances within yourself and within how it is you see through the illusions in your reality. It's you gaining very important messages, precognitive and psychic, through your dreams. So I like that we're getting Jupiter and then the zodiac sign Pisces, because this, if anything, is going to really expand your understanding and experience of the metaphysical. So if you pick pile 1, this, I believe, is my extrasensory perception pile. You're evolving your ability to imagine the connection between the unseen and the seen, the spirit realm and the material realm. Okay. Once again, stop listening to these muggles, bro. I don't like to use the word muggle, but it's about to be my favorite word. Stop listening to people who have no perception of magic. People who are materialist reductionists, they don't believe in anything outside the physical. Those are muggles. Those are muggles. Okay, don't listen to no normie muggles, because their explanation of stuff has nothing to do with your aptitude of perceiving magic. And I don't mean these delusional people who say, I believe magic, but they can't demonstrate it. You have demonstrated how you can perceive magic and relate. That's what makes a magician. You can perceive magic and you can demonstrate it. It's not enough for me to perceive patterns. I can demonstrate that. I can replicate that. You've done that many times. So don't let a muggle ass motherfucker tell you how you should think, because it's not official in literature. Science gets shit wrong all the time. How many theories have changed in light of new evidence? So embrace yourself as the pioneer you are, carrying on tradition that doesn't have to be in a textbook or understood by people with their theoretical models who really don't know as much as they act like they do. Because, I mean, you can't even perceive magic. You don't even believe it's real. No offense. All right. Pile 2. It's the fake spiritualists that do it more, not the muggles. That's facts. That's super facts. These fools believe tricks. It ain't tricking if you got it. Okay. All right. Pile 2. Let's see. What quality are you manifesting? I did a little dance this morning. All right. I had to definitely get my dance. I don't even be dancing like that, but I just felt like I had to dance. Okay. Agent Smiths. Yes, beware of the agent Smiths. Beware of the agents that know enough of the vocabulary and what you do to get in, but they don't really know. And there's no substance under. They're just trying to get info from you, or they're just trying to whatever. I'm not as kind anymore. I just mark it on the spot. But like, it is what it is. Dancing is always liberating. Yes. Yes. If you picked pile 2, we have the strength card. The strength card is talking about having energy, infinite energy. The quality of energy you're manifesting is one fully aligned with your passion. So if you picked pile 2, you have the potential to wake up just bustling with energy. It's kind of like pile 1, but pile 1 is more an emphasis on evolution. That's the planet Jupiter. Pile 2, this is the sign Leo. So this is you in its simplest form. You're manifesting infinite energy. What if you had infinite chakra? Like, unlike pile 1 that can probably manifest an evolution state, they could probably go Super Saiyan. Pile 2, what if you had infinite energy? Like past your human conditioning, what if you reach a tired state and then boom, you have more energy? Like, what if you can keep going? This is not just even talking about infinite energy. There is a mastery over your lust and sexual energy that if you picked pile 2, you have a very irresistible and sexual aura. All right. But a lot of the sexual energy could be a raw, unintegrated facet of just the infinite energy you're channeling or generating. I'm not going to bring in the chakras, but through your energy system, whether it's a root to crown, but just really from your energy centers, how it is you produce electromagnetivity in your heart, from your brain, but especially your sexual glands or your sexual organs. Okay. So if you pick pile 2 with the strength card, oh, well, the outcome we have here is the Hierophant. So the outcome of this is you're going to really fully invest in your in not your hobbies, your passions, what it is you love, And the outcome is I think you're going to create an organization based on this, or you may actually join an organization or something official that helps you foster this. All right. This is also coming into what I'm also picking in for Paul too is the vision. It's like you may have been doing something naturally without schooling that other people are being schooled for. So have you ever seen that trope where like a master of a martial arts sees raw talent, and like that student has never trained in a school for martial arts, but their raw talent is almost up on an expert's level, but it's still raw. So even though they have that potential, they still need to learn, certain techniques or fundamentals. And it's like now everything that you've been good at doing, the Hierophant is going to really add more organization, add more authority and officialness to this. So it's not necessary. It's like someone who has like a really great singing voice, but through the Hierophant, now they understand how to read music notes. Now they understand what these techniques are called that they do that they didn't know they were doing. And it just adds so much more of a solid foundation to these talents. Okay, which is really cool. Really do. I think by tapping in more to your creativity, this is going to allow this. So that's awesome. Pile tree. All right, the energy of quality you're manifesting is the Hermit. If you pick pile 3, you don't like people. You don't like people to bother you. You want people to leave you the fuck alone. And people are probably just like super incompetent to you. Not because you're like some snobby fool who just looks down on people. It's probably direct experience. I feel like you've had to come to the painful realization that if you associate with too much people, you're going to be doing all the work. People, you're going to have to pick up other people's slack because like certain people will just not really do stuff that's common sense to you, but it's just like, really, bitch? Like what makes you think any of it? And then bring it to your case. And now you start to feel like you're uppity, snickety, and you're better than you like, do I think I'm better than other people? No. You just might be around a lot of incompetent, like, wow, like, and that's not to diss other people, but like pile 3, let's keep it a buck. You're too good at what you do. Like you're actually a master. Like this isn't even talking about you don't like to go out. The Hermit card as the quality is you are like the top neurosurgeon in your field. And you're in a town where there's only like 2 neurosurgeons. So like you're a specialist in that field. It's not like a general doctor where there's many people. Like you're a specialist. If you pick pile 3, like there's something you're really, and it doesn't have to be one thing, but there's something that you know everything about. Like you're really, really, really good at doing. And compared to you, other people might as well be incompetent. And that's very, very important because the message I'm getting is I feel like you're almost needed. Like you're around people who swear they're at the best at what they're doing. Like, oh, they know everything about it until you walk into the room. And then you make them look like, I'm sorry. I can see your face too. Like you're just mad offended. Like, why did you should be honored by my lateness that I would even show up to this fake shit. Pile 3, I feel this very strong with you. I feel like you're done. Like you're just incensed. Like before you were curious, like, no, maybe it's just, maybe I just need to learn more. Maybe I'm just being too mean. You're not. No, that you would even show up to this fake shit. They should be honored by your lateness. You actually showed up. They ain't doing shit. They're not doing shit. If you didn't show up, they definitely wouldn't be doing anything. And that's not a flex. That's not a flex. I feel like some of you are very frustrated about that. It's like, wow, like, did I work too hard? Did I do too much? Like, are y'all that sorry? So I just wanted to, from me to you, you're not being elitist. You actually care about what it is you do. Outside of like accolades, like if you didn't get paid for it or fame, you would still do it because you're that good. You're all right. So like, you don't feel like you're being elitist or stuff like that. Like, it's because they don't like it as much as you like it. It's like Kobe. It's like Kobe Bryant. This is the card of Virgo. It's like Kobe Bryant. Like they're gonna think, oh, he cares about. No, he's a championship winner. He don't fucking play that. Like he really, really does this. And that's you, Pile 3. And the outcome we have is the world. Let's go. Let's go. So you're gonna take these skills and talents not only around the world. Through what it is you're specializing in, you're coming into complete fulfillment. In fact, I feel like you're bringing other people completion and fulfillment by proxy as well. Pile 3 as well. Whoever picked Pile 3, y'all are really about it. All right. And you're also world ranked. So like you're world class at what you do. And this is definitely going to, Pile 1 is going to expand your horizons. Pile 3 is going to bring wild fulfillment because it's not something that's falling in your lap. It's everything you've taken the time to establish. Like you've built a level of skill and integrity in yourself that can't be bought. All right. No one can replicate. So like, and that's the cool thing about the Hermit. You love when people copy you. You are actually one of the few people who love when people copy you because they cannot do it like you do it. You can literally give the juice away. They're not going to do it like you do it. Like if you were to give the ingredient list of how you make your juice, they will still not make it the way you make the juice. Promise you. And that it's like you laugh at people copying, like, oh, did I give you that idea? You know what I'm saying? Look at who you trying to be. Who you trying to be? That's you, Poppy. You're telling me who you trying to be, Poppy. They probably trying to be you. But I don't get that in the sense where you hate when people adopt what you do. That this is what the world card is. Katie, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Shout out to those of you guys who've been gifted the memberships. Welcome to the team. All right, so that was dope. That was dope. Okay. Last but not least, we have Pile 4. Oh. What quality of energy are you manifesting? We have the Magician. Yeah. Pile 4, you're probably connected to 2. But if you picked Pile 1, you're the one. The quality of energy you have is that you can make shit happen. Now, let me make sense of that because Pile 1 is making shit happen. They're going to literally evolve something and it's going to take it to the next level. Pile 4, whatever you put your mind to, that's it. You're the most resourceful pile out of all the piles. The quality of energy that you have is that you can be trapped in a room with just a rope and a stick, and you will MacGyver the fuck out of that shit. Like completely. They'll be like, how the fuck did you get out? And then you use like the rope and the stick, and you waited till it was at the right angle, and it was like it doesn't matter where you are, like you are like that. You are like that. You have if Pile 2 has infinite energy, Pile 4, you have like infinite resourcefulness. And this is classic manifestation as well. So like you have a very powerful ability to, of course, perceive to set an intention and actually manifest it. So that means with the quality of your energy, yeah. And if you picked 2 and 4, right, you are connected powerfully to infinity because those are both of the infinity cards. And let me say that again. If you got strength and the magician, those are the only 2 cards in the tarot with infinity on their crown. So your quality is eternal. It is infinite. Pile 1 has a more godly quality of energy, and Pile 3 has a much more uniquely mastered quality. There is a master quality. So Pile 4, shout out to Infinity Gang. You have every single resource. You have a mastery of all 4 elements that is just reminding you everything that you need to accomplish current and future goals, you already have. And regardless of the pile you picked, the Tower card is speaking of your ability to manifest this quality at will. It's like manifesting your aura, your Nen. So your Nen has a magical quality, if that makes sense. Pile 1's Nen has a godly quality, especially if you have Jupiter, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that evolves anything it's around or takes it to the next level. Pile 2 has a very sexual, lusty quality to their energy that's more raw and very creative and very passionate. Pile 3 has a very cutthroat, on point quality of energy that's very focused and analytical and mastered. And Pile 4, you have a very magical quality to your aura. There's a magical element to Pile 3, but it's a lot more analytical. Where with Pile 4, Mercury, this is a lot more mental. And you can make magic happen at a snap of a finger. I don't know if you know that yet, or if you've leaned into it yet, but hopefully this teaches you that, so that you can command more of this intention. And we do have the High Priestess. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. So the outcome is you're going to really take this quality of energy to consistently come into sacred revelation through synchronicities, through very relevant signs. Okay. It's almost as if instead of just seeing signs randomly, you can summon and manifest them. It's like if you pick Pile 4, you're able to use your intuition like a practical tool to help you through psychic abilities and intuitive abilities discern metaphysical influences, sniff out people's true intentions, predict. Like if you pick Pile 4, you can consistently predict the future or what's going to happen based on patterns or based on synchronicities. Like it's a skill now. It's not something that's like hit or miss. Beautiful. And I can say all the piles can do it, but the way they do it is based on that specific nature. Okay. So that was the first pick a card. Read it. I'm going to shuffle these again. The next one we're going to do is career and finance. And then we're going to do destiny. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Especially if you teach it, that is awesome. That's super awesome. I might have to learn from you personally because I'm familiar with it, but I haven't really practiced it in an official sense, just in freestyling. 4, all right. All right, we're going to do 3 piles for this next one. The first card is going to be the key to unlock financial revolution. The second one is going to be what's the career, what's your career gift? What theme are you going to really take for your career and legacy? And the third will be the outcome. Screw it. So we have pile 1, 2, 3. The underlying theme we have is the devil, baby. Okay. So can you be bought? Because this is why the devil is very important. Without temptation and without being put like, if you've never had the opportunity to cheat on a partner, can you say you're truly faithful? Like you could believe you're faithful, right? But if you've never been tempted, if the opportunity to cheat on your partner has never come up, are you really faithful? Or does that make sense? Like this is the value of temptation because it tests integrity. Hence Capricorn representing integrity is themed as the devil. And I like that we're getting this in a career reading because the devil card here, R. Kelly is Capricorn, my bad. The devil card here, my bad. The devil card here is talking about being so obsessed with materialism that you focus more on the money you're making and the cars you drive than that which exists beyond the material, the spirit. You don't want to be the other way where you're just so focused on spirit, you don't have any grounding, right? You don't necessarily, you forget you're still in this world. We want to balance the material and the spirit. But let's keep it a buck. Can you be bought? What is your price? Ask yourself that. Be very honest with yourself. What is your price? Because the devil is going to hit you up and buy you. That's it. Whatever your price is, and you listen, you might feel like you don't have a price. If you have a price, the devil is going to find out. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know. It's easy to say you can't be bought until $5 billion is put on the table or $5 million is put on the table, and you're told what you have to do to get that. It's so easy to say that until a deal behind closed doors that no one has to know happens, and that money is in your face right there. And it's the devil. So the devil's going to come through right when you need it the most. And this is just an analogy, right? So it doesn't have to be this circumstance, but take this concept for what it is. Can you be bought? Even if it's not money, right? Let's say, oh, you can't buy me with money. Okay, well, here's the love of your life. Here is all your wishes come true. This is everything you ever wanted, right? Yeah, you gonna do it or not? Can you be bought? If everything you've ever wanted, if the love of your life was in front of your face, the sexiest man or woman ever, and now in order to really partake in that, you might have to go against your integrity. You might have to just do something that's against your integrity. Can you be bought? Okay, be honest with yourself. You don't have to answer that here. It's common for people to realize late on, okay, maybe I did crack here. Don't beat yourself up for it. Be honest with yourself. It's better to be honest with yourself than to be in denial. Me, I can't be bought at all. There's nothing you can offer me. It is what it is. I've been tested too. So like, it's cool. And it's a wonderful feeling when you're truly priceless. And it doesn't even sting. It doesn't even sting because you know what it is. It's a Faustian bargain. Thank you. If I can't get it in integrity, it's not worth it to me. That's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. So if you can't be bought, then this is cool now because the devil card will have you experience the perks of materialism. There's one thing to be materialistic, but you can still enjoy having materials. If you can't be bought, then this is going to enable you to balance this well. If you can, watch out because the devil will confront you. I'm just letting you know. In order for you to succeed in your career and legacy, you are going to, especially during this season, this is a Taurus season theme. So just letting you know, this is for sure going to come down, and make sure you're ready. In fact, it could happen while the moon is over Saturn, right? I don't believe Saturn is Satan. Maybe the dark side of it, outside of integrity. But yeah, don't be surprised. All right, this is going to be a very valuable test. Certain people will compromise if it means that they're accepted. You know what I mean? Like the devil will isolate your weakness pretty much. Okay. And, you know, even Jesus got tempted. If we're going to go by that narrative, like, you know, I'll give you the whole world. Just bow down to me. Okay. No, I swear to God, I don't believe Saturn is Satan. Satan is a concept that's an invention. The whole concept of the devil was invented by Zoroastrianism. So we're talking about a concept. Saturn is a real planet. All right. So there are a lot of theories around that. I feel like every planet has a range. So to say like a planet is evil, it's calves are made from hell. I rest my case. Never mind. Touche. You do know the devil's in the details. So maybe I'm just biased because my moon is in Cap on Saturn. But like it is what it is. If you be who the prophets say you are, use what you get to feed yourself. You know you're hungry. I love that. Okay. So we're gonna do Pau Uno. What do we have with this career message? Adversary or accuser, and Saturn is going to be like that judge, right? But it's going to test your limits because your body needs limitations, but then it also could be liberation, right? Saturn could be the trap and restriction, but it could also be the liberation once you've established that integrity. Well, says Saturn's restriction and reward, so you'll be tested in material. Amen. So with that being said, if you pick pile 1, the message we have for finance, what is the key? What do you unlock? What is the finance message that we have? Okay. Yeah, some people will now also equate Pluto to the devil because Hades is the lord of the underworld. And they say, oh, the devil rules hell, so Pluto is the devil, but that's not true. Pluto is more Hades and Greco-Roman myth, and the mythology around Hades is not the same as the devil, because a lot of people don't know the devil does not rule hell. Like that is pure myth. That's not even in the Bible. Like nowhere in the Bible can you show me that the devil rules hell. That was completely made up. The devil is going to burn in hell. That's it. The devil fell into the second heaven, but there's never ever been a narrative that the devil rules demons in hell. That's a lie. That's a lie. The hell is the eternal flames of God. You're gonna look at the devil like, I can't believe we were afraid of this motherfucker. Like that's it. So I kind of like that though. They kind of merged the Hades mythology with the Christian mythology. That's where that came from, personally. But yeah, Hades is gonna represent the underworld. Saturn is gonna represent the Grim Reaper. Okay. That being said, we have the moon. If you have a crypto, it's going to go to the moon. So, pile 1, when it comes to your finances, you are being asked to take a very unconventional approach. And the thing is that the moon has ebbs and flows. So, this could look like, ups and downs in your finances. There will be stability, but that's not the point. Like the way you spend your money, the way you make your money, the way you actually come into money and use it is not supposed to be in any way conventional. It's not supposed to be the way that it's always been done. Even the money you spend may not even be regular money. In fact, I'm picking up, you pick pile 1, you probably are someone who can barter items or services in most of the cases. So if anything, your finances are directly linked to not only your psychic abilities, but and when I say that, it's like you can literally use your psychic abilities to make money. But I would say there's a way you can see beyond the 3D matrix to shortcut your way. Not that you're taking shortcuts, but to go through whatever, pre-designated traditional paths straight to the value you come into, in which case isn't even always going to be money. Okay. And it's not necessarily like you're doing underhanded stuff to get the money. What you're doing is unconventional. It's stuff that's not normally done. Armand, yes, I heard about that. Interesting. So, yeah. Something to keep in mind. The moon card means that it's not going to be like logical and critical, like, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to affect this plan, and then we're going to make the money, which is not a bad way to make money. For you, it's going to be very intuitive. It's going to be illogical. It's going to be grossly non-linear. All right. And you really just have to follow your hunches. You're not at the mercy of just emotions. This is through your emotional maturity and intelligence, just being able to tap into the vibe around you and intuitively know the best way to have money flow in and out for you. And I think you're going to really push that around. So what do we have for career for you? We have the sun. Now, this is very beautiful. I love motifs like this. I love contrast. You're understanding the metaphysical influence that helps you manifest value and money, and your career is going to shine the light of freedom. So it's beautiful. What you're meant to do is anything that actually brings freedom and joy to other people. This is also talking about you're getting ready to come into so much success in your career. I feel like with the Sun card, it's freedom. What I'm picking up is that it's literally your job to spread joy. It's literally your job to have fun. This could be like working in an amusement park that's not too strenuous. It could be like working a 9 to 5 job where you're a desk clerk, but everyone loves when you come to work because they're laughing, they're actually having fun. Like when you leave, the fun leaves. So it doesn't matter what career it is. It's really this energy of vitality. You're the main character in your career. This looks like a Leo MC, but regardless, I love it. Or Sun on the MC, you know what I mean? But I really like it because now we're not only taking an unconventional route towards making money, but we're attaching it to a career where you literally are just in joy. Okay. So to me, that really looks a lot like freedom. The first pick a card reading was what energy, what quality of power are you manifesting? What quality of energy are you manifesting? And the next one we're going to do will be destiny. All right. So the outcome we have for you is the Emperor. Damn, this shit is fire. Good shit, guys. The reason why this is important is the way you make money is very unconventional. Like, I'm sure certain people look at you like, how have you not had a real job in years? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what you do, other people may try and do, but they don't make it sustainable. And not only have you made it sustainable, the outcome with the Emperor is you're standing on your authority. The Emperor means that whatever you're doing to make money for your career, you're here to stay. Like, it's not ever going to fall off. It's only going to fall off if you decide not to administer the discipline. But you got it like that. You're a fucking boss. If you pick pile 1, you have the discipline to establish and balance both the sun and the moon and literally work your own career on your own terms. You do this for real. All right. And I really love this, right? It's like, do you do this full time? Thank you. I think some of you have not acknowledged how different from the norm what you even do for money is. I think it's so normal to you because you've done it for so many years. You don't realize nothing of what you're doing is in any way normal. And the career you step through here is genuinely fun. Like, this path is going to open up for you because now you've established this authority. All right. The Emperor, to where some of you are going to be the father of a lot of what you're doing because you've established this with the Emperor or like a Hierophant. Other people are going to start to do what you do because you've solidified it as a thing, not just some kind of hobby. All right. So that's really beautiful. Sun and moon together is kind of like alchemy for a God equation, the yin and the yang. So I do kind of want to really incorporate that too. I think you tap into your feminine nature to make money, and then you tap into your masculine nature to, of course, solidify your legacy and your career. It's like you're tapping within so that you can shine that out, and then you hold that down no matter what it is. And pile 1, congratulations. If you pick pile 1, you took your own thing that only you do and you make it work for you. Like, you work it like you're a boss. So I love this reading already. This is fire. If we picked pile 2, shout out to pile 2. By the way, channeled message for who it resonates with. If you ever have people looking at you like you're weird or like you did something crazy, it's because they're bluffing. They're fucking stupid. And because they can't necessarily accept that what you're saying or doing is beyond their understanding, they have to try and bring you down on their level. By feigning ignorance, they may genuinely feel that, that confusion, and just look them kindly in the eye and be like, are you okay? You look wild stupid right now. Like, your face looks really dumb. Like, are you all right? Like, don't let people try and like manipulate you like that. They're only doing that because they're dumb. Okay, and they think you're dumb enough to play that bullshit. Anyway, yes, we have the strength card. So that's very interesting. We have the strength card again, especially for pile number 2. If you pick this, I don't know why this is coming off top, especially if I got the devil card, maybe, but this doesn't have to be risque sex work. Like the devil card could be okay. Maybe you do OnlyFans or you have sex for money, right? Like the strength and the devil card are two people who do OnlyFans. For an example, the devil card is actually having sex on camera and they get that money. The strength card is more showing lusty photos, but they're not doing any of the porn stuff. So this doesn't have to even be OnlyFans, but I feel like you can tap into your creativity. If you pick pile 2, you can sell sex without having sex, but you can sell your sexuality or and I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm saying you're probably doing that already. Or, you could dip into that Shake Your Money Maker. That song Money Maker by Ludacris is coming in right now. Shake what your mama gave you. It's your money maker. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be in a disrespectful way. Like some of you can master the art of the tease. You're not even having to show stuff. But pile 2 is also burlesque. Thank you. It's also going to speak to those of you who make money off of your passions and hobbies. It's similar to pile 1, but it's focused mainly on what it is you're passionate about doing. So for pile 2, this is for the bad bitches. This is for the musicians. This is for the creative producers, which you could be that if you're pile 1. But the emphasis on pile 2 is it doesn't have to be the most unconventional. You can also do this through conventional means. But the whole theme here is your key to making the most money and finances you can make. Thank you, Tori. Is what is it that you love to do? What is something that you love to do so much? If you didn't get paid for it, you would still do it. Well, it turns out that's what's going to get you a lot of money. Okay, the full investment into this facet of creativity. But I do want to honor with the strength card. I feel like there's an element of sexuality here. There's an element of like, whether you know it or not. And it's cool because, like, once again, you don't have to do OnlyFans. You literally could be a store clerk. You with nerd glasses on, and you're just ringing up stuff. But every time you go to work, people are like, damn, you sex. Can I get your number? Can I get your number? So it's like you can kind of learn to use that for you and maybe be like, I see, I'm not gonna tell you how to do it, but like use what you got. I'm not telling you to be like a whore or anything or a hoe, but if you want to be a hoe, own that shit. That's the other thing. Like if you want to completely hoe it out, own that shit. But I'm saying you can get away with using your sex appeal to make certain things pop, shoot a video, maybe show a little bit of cleavage. Marketing 101, like it's going to work for you more than it'll work for I know. I just said that right now, but like, hey, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. All right, it is what it is. Just be real. Just be real. I'm not telling you to compromise your morals, but if you don't have morals, you might as well just do it. So the career that we have is the high priestess. Ooh. All right, if you pick pile 2, this is not limited to, but the archetype I'm going to bring is you may be a psychic for your career. Whereas pile 1, even if they're a psychic, like they're bringing joy to other people, that's really their legacy. Like they're someone who's going to bring. And I love this because pile 1 got the sun as their career. Pile 2, you got the moon. Like there's the moon, and then there's the high priestess that represents the moon. Okay. In fact, that's crazy because for pile 1, we got the moon, which was Pisces, and then we got the sun, which is the sun. And then for pile 2, we got strength, which is Leo, and then we got the high priestess, which is the moon. So pile 2, this is my psychic, this is my artist, this is my musician, and your legacy, whereas pile 1 is going to bring things to light for people, bring joy. Pile 2, your career and legacy is helping people understand what's beneath the surface. helping people see beyond the physical and understand the layers of not just their emotions, their psyche, but who they are at the core. So if you're pile 2, you're definitely someone who can literally integrate your intuitive abilities into your career. This could be done by being a professional psychic. This could be done by being a lawyer, but you're so intuitive, you know if your clients are innocent and guilty, you know if they're lying to you, you can intuitively use your psychic ability to enhance your lawyer job or the desk clerk. You could be like ringing stuff up and you could be like, oh, I don't have change for a 20. And they're like, how did you know I was going to ask you that? So like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is going to really be an application of not just being able to see patterns and synchronicities, but I really like this as a career card because once again, unlike pile 1, that's going to be, of course, unconventional in how they make money. For you, you're not in your career path. You're not really pushed to do something conventional. I like the high priestess in contrast to the Hierophant because the Hierophant is going to be like going to church. The high priestess is going to be like doing witchcraft. One is going to be frowned upon because it's not the official traditional structure versus one that is the status quo. So I want to put that in there too. Maybe some of you, I'm not saying you have to do full on witchcraft, but if you incorporate elements of spiritualism into what you do, you're supposed to. Like that's why you're doing it. And I like that we got these two prominent feminine figures through the strength in the high priestess as well. It doesn't mean it has to be feminine, but it's definitely talking about applying that energy super intuitively. And intuitively doesn't even have to mean psychic ability. The high priestess could literally be your very analytical, like you're inductively and inductively, deductively and inductively analytical. Like you just know how to notice patterns that people will think you're psychic, but it's like you be analyzing. But this is psychic ability. For many of you, it's going to be psychic ability as well. The pastor versus the prophet, right? Right. So the outcome we have for you is the Chariot. All right. Hold on. First of all, this is beautiful. Pile 1 and pile 2, come and get your award. This is fire. So pile 1 is holding shit down. Like they're able to basically be their own boss. Pile 2, you're going to just hit victory after victory. Pile 2, when it comes to your career this season, you're establishing momentum, not because it fell in your lap, not because you wished for it to happen, not manifesting. I manifest your willpower and determination, which is manifestation, because you took action inspired or because of what you're already doing. This is going to help you finish the finish line. That's why I love the Chariot. The Chariot is definitive victory. The Chariot will step on other competitors' toes. It doesn't matter if you're my friend. It doesn't matter if we cool. I'm winning. I'm not about to like hold back because we cool. Like I'm getting what I want. You feel me? So like you're going to be taking actions that establish momentum that you can keep up. So this is really beautiful, and it might push you in the direction that will bring more insight into why you do, what you're meant to do, and what you're doing. But damn, that's fire. The Chariot as an outcome means you're coming into a milestone victory, or at least a very powerful victory. All right, especially with the High Priestess, which is going to supplement your steps forward with very powerful intuitive insight, or at least just good planning. All right, to account for details you might miss. You're basically unstoppable at this point. And we have the Strength card. So you're going to have mad energy when it comes to how you come into the finances, which could seem near limitless. Anyway, next we have pile Tree. What's up with your finances? Oh my fucking God. All right, we're done. We're not doing this reading. Screw you, pile 3. Screw you, pile 3. Some of us have to actually work out here. Some of us have to actually make the bread. Like, screw you. I'm done. We're doing another reading. Anyway, how the Wheel of Fortune gonna pop up again? Anyway, okay, my bad. I have to do this. Pile 3. You don't even make money. You don't even make money. Like for you, money will just fall out of his lap. Like, and challenge me on this. If you did nothing for the next 30 days, money will somehow find its way to you. I promise you. And it's beautiful too, because you're the least lazy pile out of all the other piles, which is the craziest part. Pile 2 is mad energetic. Pile 1 goes with the flow, not like a dead fish. Pile 3, you work hard, but it's like, this is low key Midas touch energy. Like, once again, we have this theme of expansion. One, it's talking about if you thought you were making money before, hilarious. No, you're about to literally evolve to a higher tax bracket. But as far as like a key to breakthrough, there is this godly quality, once again, towards you just being at the right place at the right time, and almost knowing that anything you put your work towards, it is going to be successful. So the Wheel of Fortune that we have here, some of you could literally make a living just playing the lottery. And I want you to really think about how preposterous that sounds. Like, that is not in any way like good advice. But if you were really to just play speculative entertainment games for the rest of your life, you're that lucky. You could literally relate, and now it's kind of getting a little moon cardy because none of that is traditional, but it's not untraditional. You're that lucky. Like, you can hit, like, imagine if you knew every time you went to the slots, you're leaving with at least $5,000 because you're like that. And you're not depending on luck. You're not, because that would be gambling. No, you're just, that's it. No, I gotta like that. Call Lil Tim. I just won $30,000. Yes. If you want an example of this, go watch a video of Quando Rondo winning the lottery, okay, or winning the slot machine. And it hits different once you know that he has Jupiter on his sun in Aries, okay? So that's luck. He just hit it once. Call Lil Tim. How lit would you be if you won that much money? And I was so jealous, guys, because then I went to the slot machine because I thought I would get lucky, and I didn't win anything. And then I was like, do you not fuck with me, Zeus? Is it usually a preferential treatment, Jupiter? I felt a certain way. Okay, it's like, really? I thought Jupiter and I were cool. I've talked to Jupiter before. Okay, because you're not going to play with me anyway. The career card that we have is the Tower. So that's kind of weird, because this kind of sounds like the career you'll thrive in are careers that put you front and center with crisis. Okay. I feel like pile 1 is the happy pile and the inspirational pile. Pile 2 is the more psychic, mystical pile. Pile 3, you're in the emergency rooms. You're in the 911 calls. You're in the skydive. Like anything that I feel like you thrive in periods of crisis. You thrive through adversity. And the Tower card doesn't have to be anything bad. Like, it could be something exciting, but certain people can't last in careers that are very high intensity, that you have to adapt to, that you have to be able to, and that's your bread and butter. Like you almost seek that. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to say, as far as intuitively, I feel like it's your career to inflict terror and horror on those who live a lie. Okay. On those who don't live a lie, you literally are like the spark of liberation. And let me explain. Relative to your career path, when someone works with you, the clarity that they needed strikes like lightning. And then especially with the Wheel of Fortune, you expand how much money you can make. So it's like, this puts you in situations to come into success so unexpectedly because you're at the right place at the right time, right? And it's not anything you plan. It's just your je ne sais quoi. It's just literally how you are, and what you do and the purity of your actions. So especially with the Tower, this is this instant sense of enlightenment. But what I'm really picking up with you once again is this theme of thriving in conflict and adversity. All right. It's not like your entire career consists off of that, but you're able to adapt to crisis management amazingly. All right. So I think that's pretty dope. And then the outcome we have for you is the justice card. So yeah, we have the expansion, we have the enlightenment, and you're going to be able to balance these dynamics. It's like you bring balance to the chaos. So I'm going to really double down on that. I feel like if you picked pile 3, shout out to the life path 9, I feel like if you picked pile 3, it's like your career path and legacy is bringing you towards chaos. You're meant to be around places where shit's fucked up because you're going to bring the balance to it. You're going to establish this peace. And justice is going to be you getting all your paperwork straight. I could imagine if you're in a job that people have to sign waivers because, shit get ugly. But yeah, I really like that as far as justice. The outcome cards are very powerful. All right. Emperor, Chariot, and Justice. Right. I feel like if you pick pile 3, you might be like a hero. Like there could be elements of your career that you're kind of like a superhero. I'm not even gonna lie. I know it's super vague, but yeah, I hope that kind of speaks to you. So all right, we're gonna do the readings. Maria, thank you. I got your Venmo. You guys are awesome. You guys are super awesome. So let's see. And Miss Melissa, thank you. I know you said for no reason, but I'm still gonna pull a card for you. Okay. And Uasenze, or yeah, Ue Sensei. I got something for you too. All right, you guys are awesome. First, we're going to start with Angel Giselle. All right. Very grateful for you. And thank you, Lauren. Much appreciated. For those of you who want to join the queue, just click the description box below. Oh, no. I have one more. Oh, that was close. I have one more. We got to do the destiny reading. That was close. All right. So we're going to do 5 piles and 1 card, right? This is the quality of your destiny. This is the message that's going to influence. All right, boy. Thank you. This is the message that's going to influence. All right. What quality your destiny is, how to unlock and maximize the nature and quality of your destiny. If it resonates, cool. If it don't, let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. But there's a card you pick, and then there's what's going to resonate with you. All right. Listen, don't allow people with unsolicited opinions to talk to you any certain way. Tell that motherfucker who asked you. Excuse me, the next time you get an unsolicited piece of advice, be like, who asked you? And if they say anything, say bye. Who asked you though? Who asked you? All right. This is your way Agent Smiths work to implant suggestions into your consciousness so that maybe you can introduce doubt. None of this shit is random. Be very mindful of that. What moves people to do some stuff about that they don't even know for real? So just keep that in mind. We not stupid. Pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all you got to ask. Who sent you? Who sent you? Really? All right. If you pick pile uno or card 1, thank you. That's a wonderful example. Yeah, like an ER. Thank you so much for telling me this. All right. I know it's accurate. So pile 1. Okay. Right. What's the quality of your destiny? Well, we have the Judgment. I love this. First of all, and thank you for gifting 5 memberships. You guys are amazing. If you pick pile 1, not only are you awakening your true life's purpose, it's your destiny to awaken people to what they're meant to do, directly and indirectly. All right. So it doesn't even have to be directly where it's like, this is what you're meant to do. No, just by running into you, having a conversation with you, having a conversation, a run-in, shortly after, people are going to discover what it is that they're meant to do. There's 5 piles for this one, 5 piles. All right. So It could be direct. It could be indirect. Once again, like you can have a small talk conversation with someone and you say something that just strikes them like, oh my God, this is what I meant to do. Or you could literally reveal, but this is going to start with you coming into the full revelation of what you're meant to do. And for you, Pile One, there were layers of this because you're not just meant to do one thing. I feel like now you're getting ready to awaken the true depth and core that's going to tie in all the layers together. And this is going to really open up liberation. Judgment is right before the world, it's right before completion. So, yeah, very, very key, very, very powerful. Some of you could be demon slayers. Anyway, next we have card 2. The quality for your destiny we have is the Hermit. So you walk the specialist path. You're destined to specialize in a field either you created or is already prominent. And that's not even the true meaning of the Hermit. This is just my interpretation of it. If you picked pile 2, there's something that I think only you can do really, 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 really well. And you're destined to just fine tune and hone that. And here's the thing. This is the strong message I'm getting for pile 2. If you pick card 2, I feel like what you do might not be recognized in your immediate environment. It could be something that other people feel like, oh, it's just some cheap hobby or it's not important. But what's going to happen is something is going to happen to where they need that. It's like, imagine if you were a programmer and you're just really amazing with program languages. And then, people just kind of looked at you as some kind of nerd. But now every computer has been hacked in the city. And now you're the only programmer in the city who actually knows what's happening. You feel me? It's like, oh, I thought this wasn't important. Oh, why do you need? So I'm picking that very strong for pile 2. Like, you have something specialized that when it's time will not only come in handy, you're probably going to be the only one who knows what to do in that situation. Okay. So for pile 2, continue. Pile 2, the vision I have of you is you're keeping your sword sharp. You're a master at the swordsmanship, but you practice every day because you don't ever want to get dull. Okay, because you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. If you picked card 3, first of all, channeled message. Let people who cringe. If they cringe, if they say something's cringeworthy, ask them kindly, kill the part of you that cringes or I'll do it. That's it. You don't have to sound too threatening. Be like, hey, kill that shit or I'm going to do it. Thank you. I'll overload you with cringe right now. Think I care if you get cringy, right? Like, just I feel like some of you needed to hear that message because, like, it is what it is. Unless it's actually cringeworthy. All right. But if you don't feel cringy about it, it is what it is. So, pile 3. We have the Temperance. You walk the path of alchemy, bridging the unconscious with the conscious, the immaterial to the material. Okay. So, this is really beautiful because a large part of your destiny is putting together complementary opposites and bringing in wholeness. I feel like you're someone that could bring huge balance into people's lifestyle, but you can also bring opposing elements from different cultures or maybe other appreciation and put in a position to make it work. I almost get the sense that you also are able to, how do I put this into words? The thing with the Temperance is that the angel in the deck is holding like an eternal vessel. So there seems to be a source or facet of your imagination you could draw from endlessly, and almost like an extension of the magician kind of weave into reality. But whereas the magician is going to be more manifestation based, in my opinion, Temperance is going to naturally balance both polarities. So I feel like it is your destiny to find the middle ground in situations, not even as like a mediator, but to be able to really engineer solutions out of seemingly thin air. All right. Um, this is especially rewarding, I feel, if some of you have been needing balance in your life. If some of you have been wanting some element of consistency, yeah, that's definitely going to be the case. Yeah. All right. But on top of that, it's like you're able to manipulate and control elements. Um, yeah. It's like if the magician card is going to be your own personal energy, I want to extend that the temperance card is you can just use different elements. You can use the element of the air, like actual solid elements, and you can literally create what you want with that. You know what I mean? Versus the magician, that's going to be more your own resources, your mind, but also using other resources, but in your own unique way. I feel like this is more a breadth of understanding in a sense. All right. So next we have card 4. Another one bites the dust. We have the star, baby. If you picked pile 4, you're destined to be famous. All right. Look at me. Look at me. If you have any imposter syndrome, kill it now. Stop. Your destiny is to be an inspiration. You have spiritual gifts that come with it. So whatever time, and I think some of you have been self-conscious because I think you feel like being famous means you need some kind of skill or you need some kind of talent. When I feel like for some of you, it's literally who you are. I feel like not it doesn't even have to be the whole world. Like certain people need to know who you are. Like what you do is so inspirational. They need like it would almost be unfair for people to not even hear your story. Okay. So if you picked pile 4, I think this is very beautiful because you have a gift to share with the world. And yeah, you're the superstar path. All right. Or being famous means being like so many douchebags out there. I feel like some of you feel like that. I think you've been so disillusioned by fame that you don't even care for it, not knowing that that doesn't mean you're not meant to be famous. You know what I mean? Like, in fact, some of you guys are going to change the narrative on what it means to be famous, almost reintroducing the sense of authenticity. It's not like it'll be the first time it ever happened, but it will be very refreshing. You bring rejuvenation. I feel supernatural abilities and gifts too are going to really pioneer how it is you really experience and enjoy this notoriety, this influence, this fame. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're meant to be famous. Household name. And I think some of you really don't believe that. I think some of you don't even feel like you're a star. You know what I mean? Like you can accept that I'm going to be famous, but I feel like you don't really see yourself like that. And this season is going to change that. You're going to see the way people recognize you. You're destined to be recognized. You're destined to be seen and to also, reflect that to other people too. So I love that. All right. Yeah. Next we have pile 5. We have the world. You're destined for success, completion, and wholeness. And it's not so much about reaching success. Everyone wants to reach success, but you're destined to achieve it because the world needs to see what success looks like. So whereas Paul 4 is famous, you are a symbol of success. You are destined to be a symbol of success. Like people are meant to look at you and be like, that's how I get my life together. That's what I can achieve. All right. Whether you're a xylophone player, all right, or you know what I mean, or whether you're the greatest gamer in the world, it's the way you come into this fulfillment and completion. I really like this too. This is like the path of God. All right. You're meant to really traverse everywhere in the world. And This could be like an organization or a company, but it's really just going to speak of this sense of wholeness. You walk the path of wholeness and completedness. All right. And I'm going to keep that vague because that can apply to literally a lot of things. But just know that what every pile that you picked, this is going to activate that quality of your destiny too through this element. So if you pick pile 5, you're coming into graduation, you've learned everything that it is that you have to learn, and it's time to apply it at the world stage and world level. And you don't have to know what to do. This is your next step. It's destiny. You can't miss it. All right. Beautiful. 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 I love that the world card came up too. I love that card. It's freaking dope. All right, y'all. Let's do the live re-ins. Yes, Marcel, thank you for the Cash App. It was really nice to see you on here live. I was like, oh, it's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. So first we're going to do Lady Giselle. All right. Oh. Yes. Okay. I feel like I'll be traveling for 2 months, and I feel like all possibilities are open, including a crazy change of course in life. This is fact, especially knowing your rising is in Pisces. That crazy change is Jupiter and Gemini. So you're already feeling, especially as Geminis, you're feeling the 4th house. This is going to completely, every time planets hit the angular houses, it completely changes the focus of the next 3 facets of that cycle, the boom, boom, boom. All right. So that's definitely what you're feeling. This is going to open up completely a world of possibilities, especially for us Geminis, like especially for the Gem Suns, Rising, the Moons. But knowing that this is also your IC could also facilitate moves. And I love that you'll be traveling during this period as well. So with that being said, let's see what we got. We got the Emperor as an underlying theme. You're going to definitely establish so much more authority and groundedness, and not feeling like you're floating all over the place, but like you have so much more control. That's what this is going to open up. And we do have with the 3 cards the Lovers card. All right. So that I think also kind of connects with the decision to have a baby and whatnot. But I think the Lovers card is going to just kind of inject more ease of efficiency and flow, so that there's less anxiety and a lot more fun. This is reminding yourself who your soulmate is, being with your soulmate, linking your mind and your heart. And the fact that the Lovers card is coming up first, I think, is a reintroduction to this connection, even if platonically through friends, a genuine love. And then we have the Strength card, which is you fully investing in your passions, but also having the energy to knock out so much goals that you need. I don't think you're going to be tired at all. Strength card in this present, but also next step position is being bursted with this inspiration, especially if you've needed a creative burst. And then we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess in the Lovers card is most definitely talking about a spiritual connection, a romantic and spiritual connection between you and another soul. And I think that the Strength card is this invigorating energy that's just going to inspire you and others through this. Lauren, thank you very much. I very appreciate it. I appreciate you so much. All right. And yeah, I like these motifs because, especially knowing that this is the month Jupiter is going to enter Gemini, I think what you said was very key. I feel like all possibilities are open, including a crazy change of course in life. So yeah, I would say especially too your graduation, teacher graduation. So I think by the time we step into that new moon in Taurus, a lot of that anxiety will ground out, and that's going to be the foundation to open up this amazing possibility and to really experience this. You're connecting a lot more passionately and spiritually with who you love, whether that's just one partner. And the Emperor could be this divine masculine that you're going to reflect and see this through. Okay. Okie dokie. Sweet. So next we have Golden Jewel Supreme. What do I need to know? It's nice to know you represent Libra Nation. All right. The artists of the zodiac. 86 sounds like you have Saturn and Uranus in Sagittarius. So you guys are the creators that break us out of the matrix. I love that. I think Andrew Tate was 86 and he kind of broke the internet for a while. All right. Love you too, Giselle. Thank you very much. All right. So what do you need to know? Underlying theme that we have for you is the High Priestess. You have to understand that there's an intuitive element of your understanding that doesn't have to be linear, but is very on point. Okay. This is not just saying to trust your intuition. It's saying that your intuition is so on point, it could almost feel delusional to believe in it. If you knew how on point it was, it'd be like, oh, wow, like there's no way you know this much detail off of so much limited information. Okay. So trust the signs. Be very like it's speaking very clearly to you. Your own subconscious is speaking very clearly to you. Allow yourself to guide yourself. And the card that we have is the Hierophant, which I love because the High Priestess is you have this very raw, unique spiritual path, but you're going to integrate that with status quo. And okay, this is really what I'm getting. It's like, imagine if you have your own, there's religion and there's spirituality, right? So it's like you are so tapped into your spirituality. The Hierophant is going to be a much more organized nature of introducing concepts to you to add more structure to your spiritual path, which is going to supercharge your intuition and enable you to now, of course, create your own status quo, or it doesn't have to be religion, but organization around how intuitive you are, how you really live your walk your spiritual path. So I really like the Hierophant. The message here is to not only trust your intuition, do things by the book. Do not cut corners. Either trust in the status quo, or if you don't agree with the status quo, stay in integrity by adopting a bohemian route that might be against that or anti that. All right. But just not in like a rebel without a causeway, in a way that, of course, is productive for you. Okay. So really beautiful, especially in that higher power. I really like that. This is also like a twin flame connection. The High Priestess is the feminine priest, and we have the Pope here. So I feel like this could be you kind of establishing that, not even through just romance, but through situations, amongst other things. All right. Next, we have Lady Genesis. Let's do this. Oh. All right. Shout out to y'all. All right. Thank you guys for... But X gonna give it to ya. All right. Lady Genesis. Sun Taurus, Moon Pisces, Rising Aqua. I'm glad to know your rising is in Aqua, because this is definitely and your sun is in Taurus too. So you're going through the solar return, you're going through a lunar return, Moon in Pisces, and then Pluto's retrograding in your first or 12th house to that AC. So everything about this period could be moving. If your MC is in Taurus, you definitely could be moving with Jupiter. And this is having you land the spaceship of your elite celestial high queen personality, which is also really beautiful. The Pisces in the second house is helping you understand this totality of what you believe you're worth and how to like Imagineer manifestation protocol in a more effortless way, which is going to be delusional to materialist reductionists who don't even believe you have a soul and don't really think that there's a functional nature to imagination outside of just being an irrational influence. Ha, hilarious. Anyway, the underlying theme we have is justice. All right. You can click the description box below, Desert Sage. Okay, if you're on X, I don't know if there's a link there. I'm not sure how that looks like on Twitter, but how would you get a live reading? Go to Hipsy. Go to hipsy.com/thepeacedealer, and you could do that. You could do that, or you could hit up my Cash App or PayPal. But yeah, the underlying theme of justice is definitely talking about, of course, not just balancing your connections with people in your life, because Taurus is fourth house from your Aqua rising, and is going to kind of be your IC or close to that. This is you manifesting this foundation of groundedness that will make root for balance. Okay. Oh, X. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you. I'm going to set that up. I don't think I've set that up. I had no idea. So, yeah, with that being said, the cards that we have for you are the Fool card and the Empress card. This is beautiful because we know the Fool is Uranus and the Empress is Venus, both of which are in Taurus. So we know this correlates with what's activating for you right now. And this is a brand new adventure and reset the way that you express your beauty, the way that this is literally like buying a whole new wardrobe of clothes and you have a whole new fashion statement. And I like that the underlying theme is justice because all the paperwork is properly signed. You're on the same page with other people. This could even be you getting your karma, good karma, or, you know, if you were treated unfairly, you know what I'm saying? You will be treated fairly, but this is beautiful. This is like a whole new cycle. And it is a whole new cycle, by the way. It's Jupiter conjunct Uranus, which I love. But the Empress is definitely coming into riches, abundance. It's just with the Fool card, it's a whole new book. It's a whole new chapter. And we know this is true because for Taurus suns, this is a brand new reset. It's like a whole new 12-year cycle. So I like that. I really like that. Thank you, Crystal. All right. So let's see. Ue Sensei, Mumar, thank you very much. Infinite thanks. Okay, the Justice card really wanted to come out for you twice. So I know you didn't get a card, but I do want to just hook it up. Justice is talking about, of course, making sure you're on the same page with people, but like not assuming that people are on the same page as you, and putting yourself in a position to step through. Can it be a general reading? All right. We know that your rising is in Libra, your sun is in Libra. Moon Aqua is really cool because you recently had a lunar return and the South Node is unlocking your personality with the sun in Taurus to transform how much more you trust in the right people and invest your sauce in the right people, especially as a Scorpio moon. So I want to focus more on that North Node. This is with Mars in your seventh house. You're finally going to take action with people who are at your level. I'm gonna be honest. Like, who are you ready to put on? Because you clearly got swag, bro. This is your profile picture screams Libra. So, like, who are you ready to put on? Like, who are you ready to move forward with, to build with? The more active action you take with people who instinctually you're like, that person's cool, move forward with, destiny is going to take control and you're going to unlock a lot. So now is the time, really. And you could say any time is the time, but specifically now. Okay. Marcel, thank you for the Cash App. We do have the Hierophant. So I don't know if you're thinking about creating an organization. Oh, all right, hold on. I didn't even know you just sent me something. Okay, so the underlying theme for you, Marcel, is the Hierophant. I think you should start an organization. 29 degree. Oh yeah, Virgo Sun, 29 degree, and Pisces Moon. You're fully magicked out too. And I love that you're Gemini rising, bro, because this is the year you're reestablishing a brand new 12-year cycle since 2012. So I think you're already on the organization tip. You are a whole pope. Desert Sage, we're on YouTube, and this is where I mainly stream from. And I we're not on Instagram. We're on YouTube and Facebook. Facebook and YouTube. YouTube is going to have the links though for you to access the readings. And yeah, but yeah, Marcel, I really feel like it's time for, I think you already do this, but like you're in a very powerful position for people to, for you to organize people. You have amazing ideas. You have the you are the master's master. 29 degrees Virgo is the master's master. Okay. And this is very beautiful because you have this collective understanding of your social environment that you could be in home in. And this could be a hub with which people can just gain magic and wisdom from you, even if you need to join an organization yourself. But I'm really picking up that if you're not already this Pope-like figure, which you are, this is a really great period to move forward as one, to create a club or organization. And we do have the Temperance, which I love. The Temperance I see is you balancing your Pisces moon with your Virgo sun. As an angel, by the way, you're an angel. Oh my God, this is crazy. Gemini rising, you're an angel. This is the card of an angel, Archangel Michael specifically, Gemini rising, Aldebaran. So like this is quite literally the Sagittarius card, your DC, right? So it's like you can balance and bring what your Pisces moon soul feels metaphysically and now realize it physically through your Virgo sun awareness, how you analyze. And that's what I love about the Pisces moon Virgo sun archetype. Michael Jackson has that. Basically, they can feel the unseen. They could probably smell colors and shit. They can feel the metaphysical, and that enhances analytically what they critically perceive through their awareness. It's different when you can feel what you're imagining and then integrate that into what you see. And then there's the other version of that, the Virgo moon Pisces sun. But that's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. And we got your Virgo hermit. So it's definitely also going to enable you amazing quality. Oh, by the way, guys, these are just tarot, right? I'm going to do a transit talk tomorrow. So when I do pick a card readings, the live readings are just for tarot cards. Maria, I see you sent your chart, so that's no problem. I will interpret your chart right now. But yeah, just keep that in mind. I think I'm going to do a Venus transit talk tomorrow. So if you guys want transit interpretations, definitely got you on that. But just something to keep in mind. So other than that, Sai, thank you. Thank you very much. We got the Hangman, which is really speaking of surrender. Okay. So you've done everything that needs to be done. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I think that could be something you could teach too. Sai, all you have to do is surrender, control. There's nothing more you need to do. You're going to gain a different perspective based on what was done. And Zazu, I know you were just sending a tip, but thank you very much. I do want to hook you up with the card. We have the Hierophant. All right, the Hierophant is definitely going to speak on you. I think in your case, gaining a lot of insight from like a Pope-like figure, from someone who you gain a lot of knowledge from, and either kind of putting it in your own words or being able to organize your reality around you by applying it. So basically, Hierophant message for you is you're getting ready to apply at a higher level a lot of knowledge that you've come into. All right. So Tara, what do I most need to know at this time regarding my phone? Oh, okay. My bad, Maria. I forgot you just gave me your chart. I'm so sorry. Okay. So let's see. We know you got thank you. I thought so. We know you got the Pisces sun, right? And you're the ascended divine spirit. I love that. I really love that. So relative to that, and knowing that your rising is in Libra, right? And you had asked, what do I most need to know at this time regarding my finances? I love that. Well, this is really beautiful because your eighth house is being activated as a Libra rising. And so this is going to really focus on who you trust with your investments. I like to see eighth house transits as a bougie second house transit. It's also going to help you come into a lot of money. I mean, just Taurus season in general. But yeah, I would just mind your investments. You don't even really have to research stuff. You've already kind of made them. So this is going to open up a 6-month return of investment chapter. And now, underlying theme here we do have is the lovers. So ironically, I like that you're asking about finances, but anything you can do to connect your mind and your heart. The Lover's card doesn't always have to be romance, but it could be connecting your mind and heart. That is going to unlock more financial flow for you. Whether that's being in a relationship, because when you're in love with someone, it naturally helps connect your mind and your heart. Or it could be just investing in what you genuinely love to do. That in and of itself doesn't have to give you finances, but just being in that mood, being in that vibe will definitely work wonders, especially knowing your sun is in Pisces and you're super magical. Now, we do have the Chariot and we do have Justice. So Chariot is talking about whatever it is you're currently doing, just maintain that momentum, because during this season, you're going to gain a lot of financial rewards because of the projects you're doing. This would suggest that you're already taking action in something, whether through your work. All right. So what you need to do most right now is to maintain willpower and determination. Whatever goals and projects you have, just see it through. And justice is really cool because it's like contractual protection. So you're not just doing it, you have the right paperwork. And that's another so this you're already doing, this you definitely need to do. If there are any contracts that need to be signed, if there's any paperwork that's going to protect you from losing money or being stolen, just make sure you're on the same page as everyone. It doesn't matter how good you know them or big you are. Make sure the contracts are signed, the paperwork is legit, so you don't stop your momentum. Okay. And I think the Lovers is interesting because it could also signal something romantically that will also kind of up your finances directly or indirectly. Next, we have Miss Shirley Brown. Let's see. Oh. So we do have the High Priestess. Your intuition is on fleek. It is on point. All right. And similar to who I said this to before, I feel like for you specifically, the synchronicities you'll be seeing are crazy clear. What were you thinking at the time? What were you feeling at the time? Really pay attention to that, because having intuition this sharp, you can second guess yourself. It's like, whoa, did I really just see that? Yes, you did. And yes, it is what you think it means. So you don't necessarily have to like force the 3D to match your intuition. Just keep it to your heart and just kind of move forward knowing that you're in the know. And we do have the Lover's card. Now, this is talking about you share a spiritual connection with someone, especially if you're seeing synchronicities about them. That person is either an archetype for who you're meant to be with, or that's who you're meant to be with. So this is really beautiful because the Lover's card is talking about really connect. For you, I feel like this is very romantic. Like this is you really, if you're single, getting with someone, and you could have been intuitively preparing for some with this person. This means that you're already connecting with them. Dare I say, I know, in the astral, which means you share moods. You're able to feel each other's presence, and it's not just in your head. Okay, so I like that. That's very beautiful. Normally, I would say the Lovers is doing something you love, but I think in this case, it's doing someone you love. All right. Corey. Sir Corey. Underlying theme we have for you, bro, is the magician. So it's important for you to know and accept everything that you need in order to accomplish every single one of your goals, you already have. And I would actually go back and look at everything that you have right now. And I think you're going to change the way you see it. You're going to be like, I didn't even know I could use this to do that. Or, wow, I had this the whole time. Or maybe you're aware, but this is always really good. You have all the skills you need. You have all the knowledge you need. You have all the materials you need. All right. So we also have the moon card, which is really beautiful because in maintaining this resourcefulness, you're going to really be unveiled a lot of what was hidden in the surface. And this is going to, of course, I think, strengthen the quality of your own psychic abilities to discern what's quite literally hidden in plain sight, what could be blocked by illusions. All right. And you can do this with a blindfold on. It's just like a very strong feeling and inner knowing and understanding. So really go with the ebbs and flows of the moon, because I do get the sense that there's a non-linear approach in nature to how powerfully you will be in a position to gain insight without having to know all the details and whatnot. Okay. And shout out to you. Appreciate you. So next we have Lady Miss D. Okay. The true producer, the true natural queen spirit. I love it. All right, cool. Underlying theme we have is the Wheel of Fortune. All right, I love this. So we know your sun is in Taurus, right? And on top of your sun being in Taurus, Jupiter is in Taurus, and we have Jupiter. So you have evolved and expanded your spirit. And the reason why it's important is because Jupiter is going to go into Gemini and it's going to expand your soul, your angel soul. You're like the angelic producer, the true producer. And the thing about the true producer, I'm going to make a special video about affinities. The true producer is the natural affinity of Taurus. Kind of like how the classic priestess, Ariana Grande, Libra moon, Cancer sun is the actual signature for Cancer. It's the Cancer signature for Cancer. Then you have the Taurus signature for Taurus. Thank you, Russell. All right. Yes, I would definitely love that. All right. Let me know which one you'd like, and we could definitely set that up. I think I actually have I have space open tomorrow for Friday as well, for those of you who do want to order a report or reading. But yeah, this is definitely talking about you leveling the F up. And this is also leveling up the quality of space you can hold in your soul, how much information you can understand and process at a given time, and the quality of your Midas touch going to the next level. And of course, we have the star. Ooh, who are you? Who are you? This is crazy. All right, Lady D. Lady Miss D, not only are you leveling up during this period, this is going to make you are going to make your dreams come true. You're going to step forward as an inspiration. There's going to be a lot more notoriety. And I think this will even hit home if maybe it doesn't have to be conventional fame, but maybe you may not necessarily see that. Like you may not think that certain actions you take will lead to recognition. So that's the card we're getting here. You're leveling up, and this is going to lead to massive recognition for your efforts and your gifts, which I love. And Miss Melissa, thank you very much. I know you said for no reason, but I definitely got something for you. We have the High Priestess. This has been coming a lot for you divine feminines. I pulled this strictly for I think mainly women, but yeah, this is saying your intuition is definitely on fleek, but it's like you have much more of a, it's almost as if you can use it on command. And I'm being called to share that you want to actually challenge and practice. If you could write like a notebook where like you can actually log, okay, I try to use my intuition for this. Normally intuition is something that's non-linear in a sense where you don't control it. It just comes and goes. I think you can replicate the experience and results with it. And if you write a journal down, I think it will speak to you through that, which is amazing. All right. Thank you, Echoist. So next we have Elisha. Mr. Eternal, what's the energy for my court case for Monday? Well, I think the moon is going to be in Aries on the North Node and Mars. So that's interesting. Should add a fiery element in the balsamic. So have faith, even if things go to shit or look bad, right? Definitely hold out on the outcome that you want or the outcome that's best for you. All right. So we do have an underlying theme, the high priestess. Um, Normally, we want to get the justice card because that's going to secure things will happen fairly. Trust your intuition, of course. Trust your intuitive insight on the behavior of people around you, the reactions of people around you. The high priestess I'm getting is that people will kind of move in a certain way, talk in a certain way, and you're going to pick up more about them than they're revealing. Okay. Um and we have the lovers card. So we've got this already. I'm gonna reshuffle this. The lovers card could almost suggest that the judge could take a liking to you, which it doesn't even have to just be the judge. It could really just speak to the energy that you're thinking. But yeah, we have the Hierophant. I'm gonna pull another card for you, and the Moon card. So the Hierophant does speak of that organizational quality, being in that place. The moon is going to be what I'm picking up with the lovers and the moon is there's going to be what everyone else is experiencing. And then there is going to be what you pick up. This is the quintessential Pisces card. I think with the lovers card, it's not going to be spooky in a very deceptive way. I think the vibe is actually going to be really dope. I think it's going to open up, friendship and whatnot. But I think with the moon, you're going to be peeping a whole lot, especially with the high priestess. You're going to be peeping a whole lot that other people don't peep. All right. And yeah, please keep me posted because this is very easy to quantify. When Monday comes around, let me know if that's what it was like. Let me know if that's what it's like. The lovers and the moon is definitely talking about that combination is a dangerous romance, but it's like a very feel good vibe that almost feels fantasy. And I feel like for you, you're going to be seeing beyond just the physical and noticing how things connect in ways other people may not see. And with the high priestess Hierophant, it could almost through that experience, you can divine through that experience, you can learn lessons through that experience, whether through the court case. And it's like you came there for a court case, but you walked out with more profound lessons that only you probably came from. Angela, thank you for sending your chart. Once again, the minimum that I do have is 20, 30. You don't have to send that minimum. I will look at your chart and tell you one thing, but I just want to be very mindful. Please don't just send money just in case I'm not able to do that and then you don't get what you want. You're totally cool though. I got you. I just wanted to just for future reference. And damn, holy shit. Oh my God. I think you need to get a reading with me. I can't tell you one thing. There's so much to tell you. You have Juno and Uranus on your MC and Leo, nuts with Pluto. Your moon is in Aquarius on the North Node. So your soul is not only out of this world, but it's linked with destiny. And then you have Jupiter, Neptune, Mercury, and a 28-degree sun in Sag on your first house. The only thing I can say about you is you're not human. And remember how I was talking about the sun Jupiters? You feel me? You're not human. When I looked at your chart, I literally just saw like, whoa. And I feel like that's your first impression. You are the embodiment of the meaning of life. You are the embodiment of ascension. You are the definition of an ascended being. And this is nuts. The one thing I will tell you is since 2019, you reinitiated this cycle. And once we step into 2024 to 2025, Jupiter going into Gemini, you're going to complete that 180-degree angle, which is 6 years worth of personal development. And boom, you're done. So pat yourself on the back because since 2019 and then 2020, Jupiter Capricorn, all the way to 2023, Jupiter Taurus, you have integrated your personality. And now you're getting ready to evolve your partnerships and reflect partnerships that match you. But your celestial ascended goddess And when I say goddess, that's more of an honorific than like a compliment. Because you're really a G. You're really a G. Kind of like how Kanye West has Jupiter on his sun in Gemini, and he said he thinks he's a god. I'm sure you see yourself as the goddess you are. And if you don't, I hope you do, because there's a lot in the 12th house. You might kind of veil yourself to yourself. And I know you said to say one thing, but if you can get a reading, let me know. I have a 50% off sale. If you need a 50% off discount for a consultation, I want to talk to you about your chart, because this is ridiculous. I think we've had a reading before, but if not, please, because I've never seen a chart like this stacked with the Jupiter energy or perspective. Holy crap. And then you got Venus. So the one thing, another thing I'll tell you, Angela, is that Pluto was on your moon. So your soul is awakening for the first time ever since you're born. You're awakening the supernatural quality of your soul and destiny. And like, I need to talk to you about that. Like, what is that? Like, none of this stuff you're going through is human. I can imagine the stuff you're experiencing is akin to a science fiction narrative. And you may not have people to really talk to this about, because you see things that people wouldn't even believe you see. Just like Dreaming with Tess, both of you have Sun Neptune in Sag. It's just you also have Jupiter there. So I see you as goddess class. All right. And you guys stay blessed as always. I'm going to end this right here. This was super fun. And until next time.